Taraweeh Truffles. As a community, there are some issues that we take very seriously. Issues like halal chicken, or as we say, halal chicken, right? As a community, we take that very seriously. As a community, we're building masajid, things are going good. There's a couple of things that we take very seriously. However, there are some other things that we don't take as seriously as we need to. And one of those things is something that we're going to be talking about today: rock, paper, family. Let's take a look at the following verses from Surah Yusuf. It's towards the end of the surah. These are some of my favorite ayat to recite in Salah, and I'm sure you'll find it to be the same for you.
قال هل علمتم ما فعلتم بيوسف وأخيه إذ أنتم جاهلون قالوا أئنك لأنت يوسف قال أنا يوسف وهذا أخي قد من الله علينا إنه من يتق ويصبر فإن الله لا يضيع أجر المحسنين قالوا تالله لقد آثرك الله علينا وإن كنا لخاطئين قال لا تثريب عليكم اليوم يغفر الله لكم وهو أرحم الراحمين.
Surah Yusuf in Taraweeh is one of the most exciting things for the Imam to recite because it's one long story, and it's such a beautiful story, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ahsanul Qasas. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls it the greatest of stories. Now, in Surah Yusuf, after he was sold into slavery, went into Egypt, went to jail, went to the highest level of the government in Egypt, and then his brothers came and the incidents that happened, and eventually they found out that this governor that was in front of them, this minister that was in front of them, was their brother Yusuf. They say to him, "Are you Yusuf?" He says, "I'm Yusuf, this is my brother." In the end, Yusuf alayhi salam, after everything that they did, Yusuf alayhi salam forgave his brothers. This issue of fulfilling ties of kinship, of forgiving your family members, of getting back to talking with one another, of not cutting off your brother or your sister for more than 3 days, it's very serious. But when we talk with Muslims, even practicing Muslims, many people have somebody in their family that they're not speaking to, and this is haram that needs to be corrected. When the Prophet ﷺ entered Medina, this is the first time the Ansar had seen the Prophet ﷺ, and they're waiting to hear what he would say. The first words of advice that he said included, he said, Afshu salam, spread salam amongst you, feed the needy. And then the Prophet ﷺ told them, the first time they met him, he said, fulfill ties of kinship. Tie your families together. And when the Prophet ﷺ entered Mecca, eventually when they conquered Mecca and they entered Mecca, and he had all the people of Mecca who he had fought with all these years, and he said, what do you think I'm going to do to you? And then after that, the Prophet ﷺ quoted Surah Yusuf. He quoted this verse and he said, La tathriba alaykum al-yawm. There is no blame against you today. Go, for I have forgiven you all. Everybody's got some uncle or auntie that's just the best, right? They take you to Disneyland, they buy you candies, they're always giving you money and so on. So it's really easy to fulfill ties of kinship with a relative like that, right? But what do you do with the relative that's not giving you candies, not giving you money, this kind of being mean? That's the true test of fulfilling ties of kinship. So the action item for you is this. If it takes 2 hands to clap and you have a relative that's not clapping with you, you need to do your job. Just like this relative is staying away from you, you can't stay away from them. At least go halfway. Do your best so that in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala you can say, Ya Allah, my whole life I did everything to rectify this, and this is my excuse in front of you. And then make dua, inshallah ta'ala, for your relative that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide them and fulfill those ties of kinship from both of you, inshallah.